Oh, are you with me this afternoon? Brilliant. Take a seat just there, and I'll explain to you about how we sort out donations that come into the library. So, oh, I'm glad you've got your notepad. Right, so we're very, very lucky because sometimes we get donations into the library, and it's our job as library assistants to sort through those donations and catalogue them so that the principal librarian can decide which ones we keep and which ones we sell, and potentially some that we might need to discard if they're in extremely poor condition. So if we go through this box that I've got here, we've actually got a pretty full box and it looks quite exciting. I think there's a lot of old non-fiction books here, so we'll have a look through and I'll show you how to catalogue and we'll go from there. So, right, let's have a look at the first book that we've got here. I'll just go with the one that's right on the top. Okay, so you can see here, this is On the Slow Train. This is by Michael Williams. I haven't read this, but it is one that I would quite like to read. I'm quite interested in train travel and I really love going on train journeys. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. I don't even think it's been read, which is even better. The dust jacket is looking pretty good. Just a few bends, but that's pretty normal. So what we need to do is, on our computer, we have some information that we need to write down because obviously our principal librarian is in the principal library in the county, so they're not going to come here to look at the books physically. So they take all of the information that we record and make their decision from there, and then we'll get an email back telling us what we need to do. So, right, let's get a spreadsheet set up here. So what we need to do is, first of all, write down the title. So that's if there's a subtitle, it's quite good to write that down as well in case they need to look anything up. So that's Great British Railway Journeys. Okay, so just tap to the next column. So in the next column, it's the author, and as usual you need to put the surname in first. So that's Williams, Michael. Next thing, publication year. So often the way to find the publication year is we go to the details, which are right here. So in this case, you can see here, to show you, we've got publication year 2010. So let's pop in 2010. Publisher, we can also find on this page. So just tab to your next column, and the publisher is Preface. So let's type in Preface and tab across again, and then we just need the number of pages. So let's just have a little flick to the back. So that's 202 including the index, so 202. And that's all you need to do. If we record it in our spreadsheet, it means that we think it's in usable condition. So what we do is, if there's anything that's in extremely poor condition, we'll put that to one side anyway for them to look at when they visit. But anything that we think is in lendable condition or saleable condition, we add to the spreadsheet. So that's our first book. I think hopefully that'll be one that we can definitely add to the catalogue. Right, next one here. And do you know what? I'm just going to, because I think my laptop's on the blink a bit, I'm just going to jot the details down as well. So I'm just going to write that down very quickly. Oh, I missed a column. ISBN, incredibly important when we're librarians. The ISBN in this case is on the back, so let me just tab back. There we go, I'm just going to jot that in. And because it's a modern book, the ISBN always begins with 978. No, do you want me to do a few more and then you carry on? Fine, that's absolutely fine. That's no worries at all. You keep making your notes. Okay, what have we got next? Oh, this one looks like ex-library, because you can see it's already got the transfer seal on it. Looks like transfer seal, it's not a book jacket. Ah, I see here, look. Can you see on the back here? Yes, that has been jacketed. Been jacketed already, but I believe this is quite a not a rare book, but it's a vintage. It's a vintage book and possibly quite popular. We don't have one in our reserved collection. So this is Country Bunch by Miss Reed. Have you ever read Miss Reed before? Oh, I absolutely love her books. They're all set in country villages around the sort of 1930s, 40s, 50s. Just about the characters that live in the village. There's the Fairacre series and the Thrush Green series as well. But this one actually isn't one of her fiction books. This is, if I'm right, yes, brings together comment on country life from many pens and many reigns. It's a collection of stories, poems, extracts from diaries and letters. Oh, it looks really good actually. I've heard about this book, but I've never read it myself, so I'm actually, well, we'll see what happens to it, but I'll either be borrowing it or buying it, I'm sure. So anyway, you can see here it's got the name of the previous owner, or a few previous owners removed, and it says it's a second impression, which is quite interesting as well. But pages are very well intact. Spine is in good condition. Oh, it's got some lovely illustrations in it as well. So if I can show you any illustrations, let's have a look. Oh, there's some poems in here. There we go. Look at the country scene there. Lovely. Right, let's get our details down. So we need to start with the title. So that's Country Bunch, Miss Reed. ISBN. Now, does this have an ISBN? Because it may actually be so old that it doesn't have one. Yes, in this case it doesn't have one, so you just skip the column. You just tab across. You don't need to use that column. Publication year, you can see here is 1963. And publisher is Michael Joseph. Number of pages. That is 255. Right, I'm just going to pop that to the side and jot my details down again on my piece of paper. Okay, right. You're getting the hang of it now, so it's all starting to make sense. Good, good, I'm glad. Okay, where should we go next? Just open this up. Right. Oh, it's a change of tack now. We've got some book on theatre. So this is Notes on Directing. It's got two authors. So it's quite interesting. Oh, it looks like it's a US publication actually. That can sometimes be tricky for us. We may not always be able to add US publications to our catalogue, but that will be for the librarian to decide. documentation of the teachings and directions that the author shared with theatrical and cinematic figures including Sir Alec Guinness, Richard Burton, Sir Ian McKellen, Dame Judi Dench and others. Interesting. Okay, right, let's get that one written down, catalogued. So go down my row, back along. Okay, so we have notes on directing, and this one has a subtitle, 130 lessons So when you've got two authors, you just put them both in the same cell. So we have Hauser, Frank, and Russell. Publication year 2003. Publisher Walker US. Add the US in so that the librarian knows that it's not a UK publication. And number of pages. That's what I haven't done. Number of pages. 127. There we go. Right. God, those seagulls. Honestly, I think they've been nesting on the roof again. Okay, right, on to the next one. How long have you got with me? Oh, that's alright, I think we'll get through most of this box. Right. Oh, right, let's go for this one. Here we go. Is this one here? So this is Stately as a Galleon and Other Songs and Sketches by Joyce Grenfell. I know you're a little bit younger than me, but have you heard of Joyce Grenfell? What might you know her from? She was in the St Trinian's films, the original St Trinian's films, and she was in lots of British comedy films from the 1950s, 1960s, 40s, and that kind of thing. She's incredibly funny. If you like Victoria Wood, then you would definitely like Joyce Grenfell. She was famous for she used to do a sketch where she had a nursery class and she would talk to them all, it was just very funny. And this book, Stately as a Galleon, references one of the songs that she sang, which was about going to a dance class and there being more women than men, and therefore most of the women had to dance with other women, and it was stately as a galleon we sail across the floor. Anyway, I recommend you look it up. She's bound to be on YouTube. So anyway, right, let's have a look. So this is a dust jacket book. Oh, it looks like it's got a dedication in the front of it as well. What have we got here? Many thanks for looking after everything over Christmas. What does that say? Ned and Kevin? Ned and Kerry? I'm not sure. But what a nice gift to give someone, to say thank you. Right, let's get this one catalogued. So we have Stately as a Galleon and Other Songs and Sketches. Grenfell, Joyce. ISBN. Does this one? Oh yes, it does have an ISBN. It's got one of the old school ISBNs. So it doesn't begin with. So this is a 10-digit ISBN. I'm sure when you had your induction you learned about 10-digit and 13-digit ISBNs, but yeah, this one's a 10-digit one. Publisher, can I see it anywhere on here? It's a big M, so is it Michael Joseph again? Let's have a look. No, Macmillan. Should Number of pages. It's only a short book. Oh yes, I've just seen it in the back here. It says, "George, don't do that." That's what she was famous for in her in those nursery sketches I was telling you about. George, don't do that. And you sort of imagining what George might be doing. 96 pages. There we go. Right. Let's jot that one down quickly. Yeah, I am writing in shorthand actually. I don't get many opportunities to do it, but for something like this where I'm just making notes for my own sake, it's quite useful. Okay, right. Next book. Oh, this is one I have read. This one though, this is a really good book actually. This is What Jane Austen Ate and Charles Dickens Knew. I know you're a Jane Austen fan, aren't you? So this is a really handy book. So you know when sometimes you're reading Jane Austen and you think, I don't know what that money converts to in our current currency, or I don't know what this means or what they're referring to. Basically, this is a book that helps you with references from classic literature. So it's, as far as I remember, it's not just Dickens and Austen. Yeah, on the back here it says it's the Brontes and Anthony Trollope as well. So if you like any of those that classic literature, then this is definitely one worth picking up. And it's only just short extracts, but it's just great. It just really helps you understand the context of the novels. So for example, I know there's a bit in here and it tells you about what lawyers did, and if you're trying to understand like the hierarchy, like the British aristocracy, it takes you through it in a really accessible way. So you really understand what they're referring to. In particularly, I think in Dickens, it can be quite overwhelming the amount of detail that he put into his books. But yeah, there's information here about workhouses, and there's a glossary of terms. There's actually a huge glossary in here. Yeah, I'd forgotten that. Yeah, entails. Yeah, entails, and like in Pride and Prejudice, when they go and visit Pemberley, and they just sort of turn up and look around. It explains what country house visits were like, and how it was okay to do that kind of thing. But yeah, no, yeah. If you want to read it, I can put it to one side because I don't think the librarian is going to be here for a while. So if you want to take it away and have a look, please, feel free. It's one of the perks of the job. Okay, right. What Jane Austen ate and Charles Dickens. Yeah, there aren't many perks to the job apart from borrowing books, which is a big perk, but yeah, you might as well take advantage. Paul Daniel. Now, what was that? ISBN. This is another short ISBN. Publisher, yes. Robinson. And number of pages is. Right, let's see if I can remember all of that. What did I say? What did I say the publication year was? Did I put that on there? 1998. Dear me, I keep forgetting. So let's just go back there. Okay. And it was Robinson. Right. Okay. Next one. Barely even cracked through any of this box at this rate. Okay. This one here. So this Cream Teas, A Year in the Life of a National Trust House by Mary Mackey. Well, it's a little bit bent up. I'm not sure if it'll be one that we can add to the catalogue, but I think even with a little bit of bending here, I wonder if someone might want to buy it, quite possibly. Yeah, I do know this book actually. It's about basically this lady, Mary Mackey. She, yeah, that's right. Her husband, I think, became like the custodian of a National Trust house, and it's basically her memoir of what it was like, which sounds, I mean, for someone who likes visiting National Trust properties and history and all that kind of thing, it sounds like an idyllic job to me, but I'm sure it wasn't always like that, and I think it's supposed to be really funny as well. So let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's written sort of little vignettes throughout. Yeah, looks really good. Right, anyway. Yeah, do you want to do it from now on? That's absolutely fine. Yeah, that would help me a huge amount if you could do that. That would be fantastic. So there's my notebook, and there is the pen as well. So I'll just carry on typing, and then if I hand the books over to you, and then you can do the writing, that would be brilliant. Right. Okay. Next book. Okay. What's this one? Okay, so this is looking like a pretty old book. This is, so I've got, hold on, you can see it, and then you can be writing it down while I'm talking. So this is To the Actor on the Technique of Acting by Michael Chekhov, with a preface by Yul Brynner. Yeah, you know Yul Brynner? Yeah, acting on Yul Brynner? Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's one of those. Looks like whoever donated these books seems to have a lot of books about the theatre, which is quite interesting because in our library it's one of the areas that we specialise in. So I'm sure that the principal librarian is going to be pretty interested in these if we don't have them already. I don't recognise them, so I don't think we do. So it would probably be really useful to add these to our collection as well, because we can always loan them to people through the interlibrary loan system. So, should we do it at the same time? So if I type, then you write. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right. Okay. So, To the Actor on the Technique of Acting. Chekhov, Michael. What is it I need to know next? Oh yeah, ISBN. That's it. Is there an ISBN? Let's just check the publishing pages. No. Oh, in fact, this might actually be a US publication because it has a Library of Congress catalogue card number, which is quite interesting. You don't see that very often. It was published in 1953. Publisher is HarperCollins. Is it Harper before it became HarperCollins? Harper and Brothers. Number of pages is 201. Okay, right, we're on a roll now. Next one we have. Oh, it looks like someone bought this for a National Trust property. From their one of their bookshops. Oh, have you ever been to a National Trust bookshop? Oh, so good. Right. Man for All Seasons, the play. God, when this was originally purchased, well, I mean originally, 35p. Can you imagine a book ever being 35p? It's got quite a bit of foxing on it. You can see here. So I'm wondering whether, because I think you can probably get more modern copies of this nowadays, and it's actually starting to come away at the spine a bit. So, you know, when I was saying that sometimes books, they're actually falling apart so much that we would probably yeah, I know. I did just say that we have the theatre collection, didn't we? Oh, do you know what? I'll add it, and I'll just make a note about the foxing so they can decide. Right. So, love it. ISBN. Does it have another one? No. This might be another one that doesn't have. Yes, it does. Just in here. Oh, we have cased edition and we have paperback edition. Right, let's do paperback because that's what we have here. 5, 2, 1, 2, 6. And it is Heidemann. Publication year for this edition, so it's not for the it's not like when was the play published, it's when was this edition published. And in this case we have got 1971. Number of pages is, oh, it has an alternative ending. Did you know that Man for All Seasons has an alternative ending? It is bang on 100 pages. Okay. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay, I'm going to show my age now, I think. Oh, yeah. Possibly not. Have you ever heard of Jack Warner, the actor? Not Jack Warner, the American. He's more famous. But Jack Warner, the British actor. No, I didn't think he did. I didn't think he had. Jack Warner is actually one of my favourite actors. You see here he's wearing a policeman's uniform, and that's because he was most famous for playing Dixon of Dock Green. But that's not why he's my favourite actor. He's my favourite actor because he was in a series of films called The Huggets, which are just the most lovely, funny, family, like cosy family films, and they made 3 or 4 of them. But then there was like one that came before, which isn't considered a Huggets movie and stuff like that. But anyway, he also had Jack Warner had also had 2 sisters who were also in theatre and made films of their own as well. Yeah, they were famous in their own right. But anyway, so I've never seen this before. Oh, look, on the back here you can actually see some of the other roles that he played. I just love Jack Warner. He's just one of my absolute favourite actors. Anyway, this is rather there's a bit of a pun. It's called Jack of All. He's called it Jack of All Trades, the autobiography. So that's really good. Just have a look at the condition of this. Oh yeah. Oh, that's some fantastic. Wow. Some pictures in here. Some great pictures in here actually. Yeah, so I'll just show you this. This is a photograph. This is one of the Huggets movies. This is one of the Huggets movies called Holiday Camp. And this is Kathleen Harrison, who played his wife in the films. And Kathleen Harrison is one of the you don't want to know about that. Let's just note this down very quickly. So we have got, yeah, so it's called Jack of All Trades, that's what it's actually called. And it's by Jackal. ISBN, does it have an ISBN? Oh yes it does, right on the dust jacket. And the publisher is WHO. And it was published in 1975. And it has 226 pages. There we go, right, let's just keep those there. Right, okay, next one. There's quite a lot of hardbacks in here. So what have we got? Oh, this is another one. I have not read this. I don't think I have, but it's one that I would like to read because this is Shooting the Cook by David Pritchard. David Pritchard, now that name is familiar to me as is he the producer of Rick Stein's television series? Yeah, I love watching Rick Stein. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so this looks like it's an account of, sadly Dave Pritchard's no longer alive, but this is about, oh amazing, so this is about him working with Rick Stein, but also with Keith Floyd. Again, if you like Rick Stein, you would love Keith Floyd. In fact, there's an episode of Keith Floyd where he goes to visit Rick Stein in Rick Stein's restaurant before Rick Stein was famous, and I think that's how David Pritchard and Rick Stein met. So anyway, right, let's catalogue that one because it's looking in good condition. Shooting the Cook by Pritchard. Come on, David. ISBN, there will be an ISBN for this, yeah. So it's 98000. Yeah, 3 zeros. 000. Yeah, that's it. 727 8395. Collins. And it is 266. 6. Yeah, 266. Right, next one. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's another theatre one here. Right. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, this is one of those sort of like actor Bibles, isn't it? In the sense of, you know, one of those books that every acting student must read. Right. So this is An Actor Prepares by Stanislavski. Cool. £1.50 this was when someone bought it. It must have been. I must have bought it from a charity shop. Surely, yeah. It's a bit of can see where the spine's broken along here. Anyway, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Oh, there's a little oh, there's like a parking ticket in here. Weather from the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, 11th of June 2005. It's really interesting, isn't it? Sometimes the places that books have been, someone's been using it as a. Oh, there's another one. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It's for the same date. I don't know. There's probably a story there, isn't there? Anyway, right. Oh, do you want to? Shall I turn the book that way so you can copy down the name? So yeah. So it will go Stanislavski. That's the surname. That's it, and then Konstantin. And it's, oh yeah, I can see that's Methuen. When was this published? Oh, just seen it's annotated. I'll make a note that it's annotated. 19. This edition is 1986. 86, and there are 313 pages. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm trying to work out how to do this to they don't all go flying all over the place, right? Okay. Oh, this is a big one, big chunker. Oh, this. Yeah, this is a US publication, but again, I can imagine it having a lot of appeal. As you can see it. I go live from New York, Saturday Night Live. Do you watch Saturday Night Live? Yeah. Have you watched the British one? Is it any good? Oh, okay. Well, oh, okay. So this is set out like an oral history of Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Hey, who are your favourites on? Who are your favourites on Saturday Night Live? Yeah, me too. Who's my favourite? John Belushi and he's the guy who does chopping broccoli. Yeah, him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, him. But actually, I really love loads of different people. Yeah. Anyway, right. We've got to crack on because we haven't got that long till you've got to go and have your break. So let's carry on. So live from New York, and there's two authors, just so you know. It's Shales, Tom, that's Shales, and Miller, James, Drew. So this is a US publication, so I'm just going to make a note of that. Goodness me. God, the bin men are late today, aren't they? Right. Let's have a look. ISBN, that's where we were. Sorry, I just got distracted there. Right, 978 031 6 7 3 5 6 5 0. Publisher. Oh, it's Hachette. And this has got. Shall we guess how many pages this has got? Oh yeah, I think it's got over 500. Let's have a look, including the index. We have got 638 pages. Okay. Oh, looks like. Oh, don't want to damage them. Oh, these are in pretty ropey condition. These, but they look very old. And they're in two parts. That's not really the kind of thing that we would necessarily want to have borrowable, lendable in a public library. It's just a bit tricky when they're in two parts like this. But again, not for me to decide, for the principal librarian to decide. These are. So this is a history of India. So it says it's a history. Yeah, you see here they both look. They've got the same cover, but they are volume 1 and 2 by Sir George Dunbar, who is a nest. That name rings a bell. I can't think why that name rings a bell, but it rings a bell. Now it says history of India from earliest times to the present day, but I wonder what they mean by the present day. Let's just have a look at the end of volume 2 to see what they mean by the end of the present day. I don't think this was written recently. Just got a hunch there. Let's have a look. There's a postscript. Oh, here we go. Actually, there's a timeline, and the timeline goes up to 1939 when the Second World War began. So it's definitely not. So this would be. Oh, look at this. It's a map here of India in 1939. So that means that this is pre-partition. That's quite interesting, actually. there's it's got railway, where all the railways were and everything, were, I'm not sure. But it also has, it colours in what's British India and what were Indian states. So actually from a historical point of view, it's quite an interesting book, but I don't know if it's necessarily something that's going to be useful within our archives. But, so yeah, right, yes, absolutely, very good question. So what we will do for this is we'll catalogue it in one row, but we will put a note that it's in 2 volumes. So whatever happens to one volume has to happen to the other volume as well. Keep them together as much as we can. Have a hunch these won't have ISBNs, but we'll double check in a minute. So this is called History of India, so nice and simple. And it does have a subtitle which is From Earliest Times to the Present Day. From earliest times to present day. Yeah, so it's Dunbar, George, he's a Sir. Volume 1 and 2. And then we have, what was I going to do? Oh yes, check ISBNs. No ISBN. But the publisher is Nicholson and Watson. I wonder what Nicholson that is. That makes me wonder which Nicholson it is anyway. And it's this is the 3rd edition, so this is 1943. And no, number of pages. So actually, let's look at these. So number 1, volume 1 has 287 pages. So put that one to one side, and volume 2 has 669 pages. There we go, right. Okay, right, just a few more to do today. So here. Okay, right. Next one, you see it there, another hardback with a dust jacket. Looking like it's in pretty good condition. Yep. So this is Word from Wormingford, a Parish Year by Ronald Blythe. So Ronald Blythe to me is a nature writer. So yeah, famous for writing Aikenfield. This is, yeah, nature writing again, an account of Wormingford basically. Anyway, right, let's get this one written up. So, you ready? Yeah, okay, so it's Word from Wormingford, a parish year. It's got illustrations by John Nash, that's interesting. And it's Blythe, Ronald, yeah, Blythe has an E on the end of it. And it is published by Viking. ISBN 067087347 and oh, sorry about that. And it has 245 pages. Okay, right, next one. Oh, this is a bit different. This is Queen in Cornwall. This is interesting. Yes. Yes, that's right. Roger Taylor's from Cornwall, isn't he? That's right. So yes, this is a history of Queen in Cornwall. And this looks like it's an independent publisher. And Antenna Publications, have you heard of it? But no, looks like it's in good condition. Lots of photographs inside. Lovely. Right, let's get this one written up. So yeah, Queen in Cornwall by And yeah, that's right, Antenna Publications, and it has 280 pages. Okay, a few more. What have we got here? Okay, so it looks like this person's given us a few comedy books actually, history of comedy, and of course it's a heavy book. This is weighty, this is. Must have loads of photographs in it. Oh, it's like on it's on quite thick paper. Anyway, right, this is The Secret Policeman's Ball. Presents a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, the greatest comedy lineup ever. So it's got a little bit of tearing on the spine dust jacket, but not too much. It's a history of the Secret Policeman's Ball. Oh, yeah, Secret Policeman's Ball was basically like a comedy show that was put on for to raise money for Amnesty International. Years and years, and Monty Python were on it, Alan Bennett, Peter Cook and Dudley Moore, you know them, yeah, they were on it. I don't know if it's still going now. It may well be. Because it's a comedy institution. It's got loads of photographs in here. Some colour. Oh, there's like sketches. Oh, the Dead Parrot sketches in here. Yeah, that's the Monty Python one. Yeah. Right. Okay. God, that is a heavy book. Right. Also, where are we? So Secret Police. Don't know if it's got an author actually. I think it might just be edited. So this one's got an editor. So what you do is you write it like it's the author. So you say McCann, Graham, and then in bracket, open bracket, and then write ed dot, close brackets, and that means it's an editor. ISBN. Oh no, there it is. It's tiny. So it's a 978-085-736-7346, and it is published by Canongate, and it has 460 pages. There we go. Okay, right. Do I want to do any more? What's the time? Okay, do you know what? Let's do one more. So we've got a neat one here, and this looks like it is in pristine condition. Oh, and it's signed. This is Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman by Lucy Worsley. I love Lucy Worsley. Love her programmes, love her books. Yeah. But yeah, isn't that exciting? It's signed. I wonder if they remembered that when they donated it to us. Oh well. But anyway, I'm pretty sure there was a waiting list on this, so any additional copies that we can get, so that borrowers can get their copies more quickly, is always a really good thing. So anyway, let's get that one definitely onto the catalogue, and then I'll let you go for your break. So it is Agatha Christie. Yeah, so A Very Elusive Woman is the subtitle. Married Elusive Woman by Worthley, Lucy. ISBN. So on the back here, yes it is. 9781529 303 872. It's published in 2022. Yes, I didn't tell you the dates of the other ones, did I? Don't worry, if you leave your paperwork there, I'll fill it in a second. And it's published by Hodders. And it has 415 pages. There we go. Brilliant. Oh, and there's Catherine to come and get you, show you where the staff room is for your break. No, that's absolutely fine. And hopefully next time, when there's some donations to do, we haven't even got through half this box. Next time we do some donations, you'll have a better idea. And if you want to do the laptop next time, and I'll write down, we'll do it however you want to, whatever works best for you when you're learning how to do all the different procedures. Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah. I'll see you in a bit.